Hello, you are welcome to our SHS 3 Core Mathematics lesson brought to you by the Center for National Distance Learning and Open Schooling. My name is Lucy Asari Nelson, your presenter. Our topic for today is geometric construction. This is the very first lesson in our series of lessons we'll be bringing you on SHS 3 Core Mathematics. I hope you will join us, go along with us so we can complete the syllabus with you. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to A. Construct a perpendicular bisector of a line. B. Construct a bisector of an angle. And C. You should be able to construct some special angles. In geometry, construction means to draw shapes, angles, or lines accurately using a compass, a ruler, and a pencil. Other construction instruments which are rarely used are the pair of dividers, the set squares, and the protractor. These instruments are sometimes helpful in construction. In this and subsequent lessons, we will concentrate on the construction of plane figures. But in this lesson, we want to do some work on angles. Now let us look at how we can construct the bisector of a line segment. We want to look at bisecting a line segment. Here are the steps. To bisect any line segment, 1. Draw the required line segment, maybe PQ. 2. Place the compass at one end of the line segment, maybe at P. Adjust the compass to be longer than half the line segment towards Q. Draw arcs above and below the line with compass points at P. Now, keeping the same compass radius, move the compass point to Q. Draw arcs above and below to intersect the ones that you had drawn initially. When we finish with this, we'll place a rule and then draw a straight line through the point of intersection of the arcs, as you can see on the screen. Once you do this, you have bisected a line segment. Good. Now let us look at the bisection of an angle. Here are the steps. 1. Draw two lines to intersect and form an angle at O. With the compass point at the vectors O, draw arcs that intersect both sides of the angle at A and B, as shown. Now, move the compass point to A with the same radius as OA. Draw an arc between the two arms of the angle. Move the compass point to B, and with that same radius, draw another arc to intersect the first one. Name that point of intersection C. Now place your ruler and draw a straight line from O to C. the line OC becomes the angle bisector of AOB, angle AOB. Good. I now want us to go through the process of constructing some special angles. Let us start with the angle 90 degrees. Here are the steps, and I hope you have taken your constructional materials and you will go along with me. Step 1. Draw a baseline and indicate a point P at which you intend the angle to be. Step 2. Place the compass point at P and draw an arc that cuts the baseline at Q. Step 3. With the compass point at Q and using PQ as radius, draw an arc that cuts the arc you have already drawn in step 2 at R. Step 4. With the compass point at R, draw an arc of radius PQ to cut the arc drawn in step 2 at S, as shown. Step 5. With the compass point at R, draw another arc of radius PQ near T, as you can see. Step 6. With the compass point at S, draw an arc of radius PQ to cut the arc already drawn in step 5 at T. That gives you a point of intersection. Now place your ruler and draw a straight line from P to T. Join T to P, and that angle QPT is 90 degrees, or is a right angle. I hope you were able to come along with me. Good. Now I want us to construct the angle 45 degrees. 90 degrees, we have constructed 90 degrees. So if we divide 90 into 2, we'll get 45. So all we are going to do here is to bisect 90 to get 45 degrees. And we have already seen how to bisect an angle. So let's go through the steps. Step 1. Construct angle 90 degrees. That is what we just did. Step 2. Open your compass to any reasonable radius. And with the compass point at A, construct an arc. Step 3. With the compass point at B and using the same radius, it means don't change the radius, construct an arc to intersect the one constructed in step 2 at C. Step 4. Join points O and C with a straight line. That gives you angle 45 degrees. So we have BOC to be 45 degrees, and we also have angle AOC to be 45 degrees. It means we have bisected 90 degrees. Good. Now, if you remember, with a straight line, angles on a straight line are supplementary. So once we have constructed 45 degrees, we have automatically constructed 135 degrees. So depending on where you want to place your angle in the figure you are constructing, you construct whichever angle you are looking for. If you construct 45 degrees, the back side would automatically be 135 degrees. And if you construct 135 degrees, the other side will be 45 degrees. And these steps are the same steps you will use to construct either 45 degrees or 135 degrees. The construction of 135 degrees is what you can see on your screens. Good. Now, let us see how we can construct the angle 60 degrees. We are going to go through our steps, and I hope you are ready. Step 1. Draw a baseline and indicate the points at which you want your angle, maybe P. Step 2. Place the pin of the compass at P and draw an arc that cuts the baseline at Q. Step 3. With the compass point at Q and using PQ as radius, scribe an arc to cut the arc scribed in step 2 at R. Step 4. Join the points P and R with a straight line. The required angle is acute, and it is the angle QPR, as you can see. That is simple, isn't it? Good. Now, once again, remember the sum of the angles on a straight line are supplementary. It means they add up to 180 degrees. So immediately you construct the angle 60 degrees, you have constructed the angle 120 degrees. So you are just going to go through the same steps, and then depending on where you want your angle in the figure you are constructing, you place the angle appropriately. You cannot construct an angle that is required outside the plane figure you are constructing. Now let us see how we can construct the angle 30 degrees. You remember what we did with angle 90 degrees to get 45 degrees. We are going to do the same thing to 60 to get 30 degrees. So first we will construct the angle 60 degrees. Now step 2, with the compass point at Q and using the radius PQ, construct an arc inside angle 60 degrees. Step 3, using the same radius and stepping at R, that is with your compass point at R, construct another arc to intersect the one already constructed in step 2 at S. That gives you a point of intersection. So now join P to S with a straight line like this. That gives you 30 degrees. This means angle QPS is 30 degrees and angle RPS is also 30 degrees. Now you see your line PS. That is the 30 degrees line. So the angle at the back side will give us 150 degrees because the sum of the angles on a straight line are supplementary. They will add up to 180 degrees. So immediately you construct 30 degrees angle, you have constructed 150 degrees. But you cannot construct any angle outside the plane figure you are dealing with. So you need to place your angle properly. If you want 150 degrees, you construct 30 degrees outside and then pick your 150 degrees. And if you want your 30 degrees in the plane figure, you just construct it at the place where you want it. And that will be it. Good. Now let's see how we can construct 120 degrees, 120 degrees. Step 1. Draw a baseline and indicate the point where you want your angle to be. In this case, we have P. Step 2. Place the compass point at P and scribe an arc to cut the baseline at the point Q. Good. Step 3. With the compass point at Q and using the radius PQ, draw an arc to cut the arc drawn in step 2 at R. Step 4. Again, with the compass point at R, draw an arc with radius PQ to cut the arc drawn in step 2 at S. Step 5. Join points P and S with a straight line. The required angle is obtuse. It's an obtuse angle, which is angle QPS, and it is 120 degrees. I hope that is clear. Good. I want us to continue and construct the angle 75 degrees. I hope you are ready. Now 75 degrees would require a few more steps, so pay attention. Step 1. Draw a baseline and indicate the points P at which you intend to place your angle. Step 2. Place the compass point at P and draw an arc that cuts the baseline at Q. Step 3. With the compass point at Q and using PQ as radius, draw an arc to cut the arc drawn in step 2 at R, like this. Good. Now, step 4. With the compass point at R, draw an arc of radius PQ to cut the arc drawn in step 2 at S. Step 5. Again, with the compass point still at R, draw another arc of radius PQ near T, as you can see on your screen. Step 6. With the compass point at S this time around, draw an arc of radius PQ to cut the arc drawn in step 5 at T. Step 7. Join T to P with a straight line. Now with the compass point at O, draw an arc. With the compass point at R, draw another arc to intersect the previous one at N. Join P and N with a straight line and obtain the required construction of 75 degrees. So here is the required construction. The idea is that to construct 75 degrees, you need to construct 90 and 60 at the same time. Now, when you construct 90 and 60 at the same time, you realize that we have 60 and then a bisector of 60, which will give you 30. And we know that 60 plus 15 will give us 75. So then we bisect the 30 angle to get 15, which will add to the 60 to get the required 75 angle. Good. Now, anytime you construct the angle 75 degrees, it means you have constructed which other angle? 105 degrees, isn't it? Because 75 degrees plus 105 degrees will give us 180 degrees. Let us go through the steps for constructing 105 degrees angle. Step 1. Draw a baseline and indicate the points P where you want to put your angle. Step 2. Place the compass point at P and draw an arc that cuts the baseline at Q. Step 3. With your compass point at Q and using PQ as radius, draw an arc to cut the arc drawn in step 2 at R. Step 4. With your compass point at R, draw an arc of radius PQ to cut the arc drawn in step 2 at S. Step 5. With the compass point still at R, draw another arc of radius PQ near T as shown. Step 6. Now move the compass point to S and draw an arc of radius PQ to cut the arc you have already drawn in step 5 at T. Step 7. Join T to P with a straight line. This process has given you the 90 degrees angle. Now we have to bisect the angle between the 60 degrees line and the 90 degrees line to get the angle 15 degrees, which we will add to 90 degrees to get 105 degrees. So with the compass point at O, construct an arc above the arc OS. Now with your compass point at S and using the same radius, construct an arc to intersect the previous one constructed at N. Now join P and N with a straight line to obtain the required angle, which is 105 degrees. I hope that has been simple. Now you have to go through these processes again and again and again so you can get good at it. Good. I want to leave you with an exercise. Construct the following angles without looking at the steps I have given you. 90 degrees, 60 degrees, 120 degrees, 150 degrees, 105 degrees, 75 degrees, and 37.5 degrees. I hope you can guess how you will get the angle 37.5 degrees. You simply bisect 75 degrees. Well, we have to end it here. But before I leave you, let us take a quick look at what we have done today in this lesson. In this lesson, we have learned the steps required to construct a perpendicular bisector of a line. We have also learned how to construct an angle bisector. And we have learned how to construct some special angles. Well, students, we have come to the end of this lesson. I want you to practice all that we have done today. Also, you need to practice all that we did in SHS 1 and SHS 2 so you can apply them in our SHS 3 work. In our next lesson, we will learn how to construct triangles and quadrilaterals. I hope you will join us again. Until then, it's goodbye.